Hey guys, Levi Gates, and welcome back to DETALKS with me, this time on a couch in the upstairs of the rag company.
Is that all right in this video if I lean it back?
You can chill out as much as you want, because we are just sitting on the couch talking, hanging out. So, Mr. Matt Moreman of Obsessed Garage.
Hello.
Thanks, buddy. Welcome. So, you came to Boise. You're here to build. You're working on your empire.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, and you kind of got to be under a rock if you haven't heard of Obsessed Garage, because it's
well, it
everywhere.
depends on what you're into, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
You're a car guy. Maybe, hopefully you've seen something.
Yeah.
Made it through at least 5 minutes of a 45-minute video. That would be the hope, right?
But tell everybody what it is. What did you start it for? What did it become? What is it going to become?
You know, I started making videos honestly out of necessity. You know, we talked about this on the podcast the other day, but I was eventually diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, and so when they say I'm so OCD, like I really do suffer from the disorder, and so I started making videos as an outlet, just a way to get out of my own head, and then it turned into lots of relationships with people and a connection, and I think people relate to what I'm saying. So what I like to think Obsessed Garage is I'm giving others permission to be obsessed and truly, obsessed, and make it, I guess, use it for good rather than evil.
Yeah.
That's the hope anyway.
Well, and what's amazing is how many people connect with your videos.
Yeah,
like
that's really
they find
surprised.
themselves in it.
Yeah, and I think like one of the things I always make sure that I do is I fumble through a lot of stuff. When let's say you're working on a project and you've done it 3 times before, then it's easy or easier.
Yeah.
But a lot of what I'm doing on camera is the first time I've ever encountered it, and so I screw it up a lot. And I'm not particularly mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
I like to think of myself as a moderate, when it comes to the mechanical ability. And so a lot of times I'll cut a hole in the cabinet on the wrong side, but I'll leave that in.
Yeah.
The normal
so it's
tendency.
real.
Yeah, the normal tendency or normal trend is to look at this, here's the product, here's the unboxing, and voila, it's done. But we all know, we've all done this stuff. It doesn't usually work out that way. And so I try to leave as much of that in, and I do my best to not screw it up.
Yeah.
Because you take some flack.
Well, and it's you, like your main tagline is you're just doing you. You're just doing Matt, and so it's fun to see. Like I like watching when I watch, and I'll see your daughter Kay ripping around on her scooter in the background, or your wife comes out and talks to you, and I like when
that's tricky.
It adds to the realism. You're in your driveway, you're working on a project, or you're in the HQ and you're doing something, you keep it real, and it's about you, and it opens people up into the sense that
I think that
you make
has
it part
to
of
happen,
yourself.
In order to make it authentic and make it work. It's tricky though, because I'm putting myself at risk by doing that. I've shown people where my bathroom is, and I've shown you my toothpaste drawer, and I've shown you my kids, and shown you my family, and everybody knows where I live. Now that's public record anyway, but there's a risk to that. But I think the fruit of taking that risk, at least for me, emotionally and mentally, has been worth worth it.
Yeah.
It's been really incredible. I never in a million years would have thought I'd have 100,000 people or so following what the heck I'm doing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it could get bigger. I mean, maybe I should do more donuts in my GT3. Would probably help. But
well, it gets bigger every day, and and then with the store, the OG store, you're getting to a point now where it's become its own beast now. Before
it's amazing, because I struggled in the beginning with I don't want to jump the shark. I don't want to go and start selling stuff to people.
Right.
But I think in order to create the place to, a lot of the stuff you can't just buy it. For instance, Prevost piping. I mean, go try to buy it. Like if I told you go buy this coupler, there's nowhere to get it. I mean, they sell locally through distribution.
You can't go pick it up at Home Depot.
Yeah, you can't. And so I think a lot of this stuff needs to be, the information, I think it's worthwhile, and I think that there needs to be a place to get it. And so I figure who better to do it than me.
Yeah.
And so I've given up those hang-ups or those fears that I've jumped the shark, and now I'm just doing this to pitch people. I think the people that get it. And so I do my best to manage that. Like if I did it the way I wanted, I would be just product video, because that's what I'm super interested in.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing for me is I found that the stuff that people watch the most are the vlogs, like where Kate's, waving at the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just fat. I can't even. That doesn't register with me.
Well, and
why does anybody care?
Yeah. Well, like even me on a smaller scale, just I would do posts for my business, and my wife posted a picture of my daughter rinsing off her scooter,
and that 20 times.
Yeah,
more views
and it was just, hey, come into the shop and get your car detailed, ready for spring, and it's just her out in the backyard washing it, and people were like, oh my God, it just grew. And I think, I don't know, man, I think sometimes that openness is what, and
that's where the magic is. Yeah,
it's where people can connect, or they can go like, that reminds me of, so because there's whole different age groups in Obsessed, like in the
I have
Facebook
a lot of young
group,
guys. I have a lot of young guys that follow me, and when I was 20, I wanted to be me.
Yeah.
And now I didn't even know that what this passion project that I'm doing, it's even better than I could have ever imagined. Like I get to drive the car I want and play with the products I want, and now I get to make a living just jerking around in my garage. I mean, how cool is that? It's just I almost feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah.
It's like, when are they going to come take it all away?
Well, and what's cool is you're also creating a generation of guys who are expecting a different level, or they're becoming educated to this point where they're knowledgeable on certain subjects now.
Well, I hope that
they know what they want.
I hope that the discussion, like when I come and have a discussion with you, or with, I went to the Rupes, or I'm going to these different places and I'm having discussion with other grown-ups.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the young guys get a sense for, I hope I'm not just purveying this, it's all Lamborghinis and watches and awesome and easy. There's hustle. I mean,
it's work.
This stuff doesn't, even though I'm living a dream, my dream involves lots of work.
Yeah.
Because what else am I going to do? We sit around. I'm looking how white I am. I can't go to the beach.
And you live in Florida, so.
Right. So I hope that the message is clear, and that, hey, this is, and that's where the vlogs come in, and showing people. And I'm going to do a lot more of that, I think. Once or twice a week. I don't intend it to be a vlogging channel. I intend it to be a, kind of a hybrid of just doing cool stuff, but sharing, technical information, and then hopefully connecting it by letting you a little bit into my life, and what that involves. And then hopefully, I keep saying hopefully, I'm going to make it happen, but the kids, the younger guys that are watching me, can get a sense for it doesn't just happen overnight.
Yeah.
You have to be patient with this.
Well,
kind of stuff.
And I think a lot of guys get that, and I think there is no shortcut. And I think a lot of what's cool is that because there's that range of folks in the group, and on the Facebook group, and just, they see that range, and there's guys in every type of stage in life. And what's nice is someone can post something, and then everybody can either, they respond, or they learn from it, or they go, wow, and they give a different viewpoint. And I like seeing that exchange of information between different groups of different guys, different social structures and stuff.
I've seen a significant change. I fought it. I don't know if you noticed this, but I fought it for a while, this mentality of I can't.
Yeah.
Or I could never get that pressure washer. I could never do this, or it's too expensive. And I feel like the culture has changed, so I very intentionally fought that. Don't give me that crap about you can't do it. And I'm not trying to motivate you, but I'm saying don't, drop that loser mentality. Yeah. And I fought quite a bit of saying, don't be a loser. A loser to me is someone who doesn't try, or precludes themselves from things. And I'm hoping that's what Obsessed Garage does for people, in that it gives you. I don't want it to be just everything's expensive.
Yeah.
Because that's not the case. I mean, some things are expensive because they have to be in order to be quality, and some things don't.
Yeah.
There are $40 stainless steel couplers, and there are $6 stainless steel couplers, and in my experience, the $40 one for what we're doing isn't necessary because we're not operating at 10,000 psi. So I'm not going to buy the $40 just to waste the money. But sometimes, like for instance, with a pressure washer, if you want to do it right, you have to spend the money.
Well, yeah, if you're going to buy a cheaper part, it's going to fail more often, and so it's buy 10 of them,
but the
or
message
buy
is
one of them and have it.
Don't preclude yourself from that possibility. Or maybe it's too expensive for you to value it. And so I think we're having that conversation in the group now instead of just a bunch of people coming in and saying, well, you're just a snob or you're just a jerk, and then they fight. And so you guys as moderators come in and help me keep the message on point.
Yeah. Which is, it's definitely, I like the group in the sense that they do keep a good tab. We've got a good group of people in there, and
they're making it
fun.
They're making it what they want it to be.
Yeah.
And so that's been really hard for me to let go, because I can't do it all.
There's 25,000 people in the group now. I mean, that's insane.
So we have 21 moderators, and they, everybody's, some of the guys are, keeping an eye on like a hawk, and the core, and we have guys in different time zones and in different countries, so it helps to. It's always someone is always monitoring it. And the beauty of the audience of people that are watching this stuff are generally really discerning. Yeah. So appointing this group of guys to monitor it, combined with the group of guys that aren't moderators that are sort of moderating it even by proxy, has made it, I think, a really unique place. Yeah. Very different than any other place. We're talking about the Facebook group. Yeah. I wanted to create a forum, but there just aren't as many eyeballs on forums, and I was going to have to spend lots and lots of money to make it the way I wanted to. Right. And so Facebook, unfortunately, there are some disadvantages to it, but I think it's the best medium for what we're doing there.
I think it works really well on Facebook because you're able to, there's not, it's quicker, easier. You can get bits and pieces from it. You can, be able to jump in, check it out, and then bounce back out if you need to. Yeah. So. But yeah, man, I'm excited for what's going to come with Obsessed Garage.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big step being here today. I mean, I flew out here to come hang out and collaborate, right? And I hope to do a lot of that. There's a lot of interesting people that I would have normally hidden from. Yeah. And so this whole social experiment for me has gotten me out of my shell where it's, man, maybe people would want to hang out with me. That question has come up in my mind, and it's so and I don't like getting on a plane. I don't like staying in a hotel. I don't like traveling. I don't like that whole process. But I'm going to force myself to do it for the fruit. I mean, I had such a great time, this week, and then I think there's an evolutionary step here, and I've been buying 100 microfiber towels at a time and selling them out. I've been buying 200 or 300 at a time and selling it instantly, and constantly battling with trying to keep it in stock, and so now I'm going all in, and I mean, we just boxed up
4 pallets.
Yeah, almost 13,000 towels. Yeah. To then offer to the world, and it's becoming very real to me very quickly. Yeah. And that's exciting, both scary and exciting. Making the investment in building what Obsessed Garage I think can be, and realizing what it could be, and then what that's going to mean. Yeah. It's humbling. I never thought of myself as an entrepreneur. I thought of myself as a really good employee. Yeah. And so, but now that I have some life experience, I'm a really bad employee. I'm good in the sense that super trustworthy, and I work really hard, but I don't like people telling me what to do. Yeah, no, when I know better.
I'm the same way.
And so that has 38 years old on this, 38 years in this world. I think that now I'm starting to realize I got to go at it alone. Yeah. And we'll see what happens.
Well, cool, man. Well, so if people want to find out, check out obsessedgarage.com. You can follow the YouTube channel, watch Matty work on his cars and live his life, and then
screw stuff up. Right?
Yeah. And then you can check out Obsessed Garage on Facebook. Check them out on the website and download the podcast, the Dialed In podcast on iTunes. And yeah, man, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here, bro.
Thanks.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos right here on the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.